the pass. Lardman, can he get a first time cross in? Oh dear, it looks too deep. Oh, mistake! Yeah! Oh yeah! Robert Taylor! Yes! And a mistake. Play by Orient. Well, that's calmly done by Emerson. Plays it wide. West tries a bit of push and run. Gets the throw. It's the first time we've really heard the crowd tonight. It's a dreadful throw and a...
Okay, West. Yes.
Chance now for Orient to break, but Carter pushed it too far. No offside, a real chance for Peveril. He's done it. Peveril scores. 47 minutes gone. Orient looked for the offside. It wasn't going to be there. Both players are coming back. And it's the opening goal. And miscue there by Paul Cross. Well, he's very brave to play on, really, Sam Kitchen. It must be very painful for him every time he goes to head that ball. To Howard with the throw. Deep one, put away for a corner there by McGuckin. Orient's 5th corner of the match, and their 4th of the second half. So once again, Barnett. Now, can they make this corner count? With a bit of a height on this one, not too far away. Howard, yes! 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 Sorry, Howard does it.
Play Danny Carter.
Crossfield ball and a chase on here. West. Well, he's got round the back. West. He's got a chance. He's done it. Oh, brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. He had so little to aim at, but he's done it. He's put Hartlepool back in front. He's got round the back of the defence and slotted that home beautifully. It's Orient 1, Hartlepool 2. Putney, Hackett. Handball with it? No. Tuttle gives it away to Carter now. Carter might fancy his chances. Oh, that was a brilliant run, just finally snuffed out and put away by Macmillan. It's certainly the best start we've seen from Orient this season. Perhaps with the exception of the Burnley match. That's a flick on and goal! Colin West. Point blank. The York defence rather static. 13 minutes gone. Well, West cross in. Good jump by Bellamy. Oh, and Hackett didn't get the contact needed. And it lofted harmlessly into Kylie's arms. But Bellamy got up well. Orient throw with Hendon.
Good coaching there as well.
Chase on Atkins. Under pressure from Barnett. And Barnett gets the throw.
Really? The midfielders can force the fullbacks to play the ball out for those throw-ons.
Well, Orient don't want to throw too many men forward at this stage of the match. They have got the 3 points in the bag if they don't let any goals in, so they certainly want to make sure the defence is right first. Not all press forward. That's a good flick. West wiggles free. 2-0. West scores. Orient have a 2-goal gap. West gets the second of the game. 80 minutes gone. Orient 2, York City 0.
You're in the frame, Andy.
And a little bit of nail biting for myself and Steve now. I've got 2-0 on the sweep, and Steve has 3-0. Well, very close to killing Charlie Dunford on his 57th birthday, and
I wasn't going to reach for that one.
well, Jenkins got his tips of his fingers to that one, but once again could only help it in. Oh, cross of sorts. Carter eludes one chance. A cross must be, and it is. Gary Barnett scores against Barnett to give Orient the lead. Carter was calm and collective, picked his man, and Orient, deservedly so, finally take the lead on the 55th minute from Gary Barnett.
And full marks for Kevin Austin as well. They've made it 2 challenges, played the ball in there for Danny Carter, took it on the line, sidestep one defensive challenge, and a nice little cross in on Barnett, the side put it in on the half volley. We're pushed about being patient.
Well, a good ball. Carter. Good run from Mackay at the far. This is Mackay. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Steve Mackay makes it 2-0. 67 minutes gone. Steve Jenkins, £4 at the moment, and he'll be spending that on the new pair of underpants that he'll need for the tension over the next 10 minutes for him. But ball still in play. No foul, no foul. Well, referee says yes. They were calling for no foul, but I think once a stumble occurred, Hackett could not avoid grounding his man. But a chance for Barnett to get back in this match. Hard against Newell, untested in the second half. Just squeezes in past Newell's despairing dive. Kelly Haag shows Barnett a lifeline. Lost the ball on the far side. Horrell misses it. Shot parried down there, and good work from Bellamy following up quickly to get that away. The shot from Cooper. Well, everybody thought Horrell would have a go. A quick throw too. Gets a good cross in, and it's a goal! It's a goal, they're level! Barnett has equalised for Barnett. And Orient can't believe it. Forward, nobody there. Put away though by Walker. Now Orient need one long throw and a last gasp effort perhaps. Gary Barnett, can he get a cross in? He can. Tips one over. Phillips loses it. It's given. Phillips can't believe it, but
Bellamy. Newell picked it up.
Well done, Bellamy, who jumps cleanly again. Lakin, long ball forward, chase on here. West has got round his man. A little chip in, chance for Carter. Yeah! Danny Carter in injury time.
Poor goalkeeper.
Barnett players on their haunches on the floor, holding their heads. Orient regain a 2-goal lead. Barnett left desolate. The bench on their feet, walking around, pacing. They can't believe it, but I'm afraid
there's basic mistakes at the back, Andy.
They've really got to sign a centre half. Good ball down the line for Barney to get a first-time cross and a good one too. Oh! And it came off of West, but the wrong direction for Orient. And perhaps a chance to Brighton to switch it to the other end. I think certainly the ball hit West rather than West hitting the ball. It certainly was drilled in there, and I don't think Colin West had time to really do anything about it. It just sort of cannoned back off of him. But a Brighton throw at the other end. "25 minutes gone of what's been a very entertaining match so far." Although it's Brighton who've had the shots and the corners, but I think not a lot between the two sides. Oh, free-header there at the far post. Very poor marking, a goal, and really Orient have got to look at the marking there. And that really was schoolboy stuff. Really was schoolboy stuff at the far post there. And Orient may live to regret that. Hendon with the ball forward. It's asking too much of Carter, surely. But forces Russ to put away for the throw. Corner given.
Really, Orient as well have some attempts on goal here. It's goal shy. It's so outstanding here at the moment. Not one attempt at the moment.
Well, Bellamy has moved up from centre half. And certainly a troublesome figure in opponents' penalty boxes. Oh, it looks to be a shove there. West trying to bring it down. Nobody there to pass to. Goes down. Free kick right on the edge. Now, perhaps Orient will be wise to wait here and let somebody like Putney step up.
Hendon's moving up as well.
Or even Hendon's coming down, but
Leyton fancies his chance, and looks to do.
Certainly the right distance for someone like Trevor Putney.
Get the score for Orient. Hackett certainly has got a shot at him as well.
No Terry Howard, of course, to blast one in. Hackett! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Beautifully done! Beautifully done. The dummy from Hendon and a rocket from Hackett.
And that's Orient's first attempt on goal.
Well, as Steve just said, their first shot is in the back of the net. "33 minutes gone." Not a good header. Offside, yes. Referee playing on. Hendon. A little too short with the pass. Punt forward.
Going on.
Oh, and Hendon's got himself. Hackett rather's got himself in a right old pickle. That's 2-1. Edwards scores. Capitalises on an individual error, and Brighton are back in front. Cooper almost getting in there, scooped away though. Onside is Edwards. Can he get in behind? He can. Smothered to the ground, but not away yet. That's 3-1. That's 3-1, and that's it. It's in there. Newell couldn't gather. Brighton surely have taken the points. It's Orient 1, Brighton 3. Well, 2 mistakes at the back have cost Orient expensively this afternoon. Or 3, in fact, as all 3 goals have come from Bellamy.
It's fallen. Oh.
Well, Taylor got a touch to it, but not the one he was looking for. Goodness me, Goodwin's got in there, a chance and slips all over the shot and a goal! Berardi has scored and Rotherham are in front. From the moment the slip came from Bellamy they were in trouble, and Berardi will not miss an easy chance like that. Orient 0, Rotherham 1, and it's their first shot on target. 47 minutes gone. Little ball inside. Chance for a shot, good one too. Oh, and it had Newell in all sorts of problems. He did well in the end to tip that over. Marginson really let fly. So a Rotherham corner. This time I think it'll miss the corner flag. Cooper, as he's done so often a day, wins the header. Nicely done. Howard. West. Oh, he's pushed it too far, has he? Taylor rather. Dummy there, this is West. Well, Harriet did well, didn't he? Gets across in two. Shot! What a great goal! What a great goal from Terry Hart! Yes. And what credit to Marvin Harriet! Goodness me! Harriet rescued a dead situation. We got a beautiful crossing. What a good finish from Terry Howard.
Lovely volley from Howard, wasn't it?
And rescued Orient from the doldrums. 1-1. Away there for a corner by the foot of Hackett. So good possessionist by Exeter. They've got another corner. This time they'll be looking to make more use of it than the previous one. But Coughlin will try again. Ball coming over above everybody's heads, but retrieved here by Whiston. There'll be another corner. Well, Exeter certainly clocking up these corners at the moment. That's their fourth assist of the match. Orient yet to gain one.
Caught by Hendon.
There's a chance. Goal! You don't miss them when they come to you as easily as that. And Exeter City have the lead. And really there was no chance there for Paul Newell in the Orient goal from that moment that ball left the foot. He really didn't stand an earthly, but a question mark really over some of the marking going on there. And you get the feeling, Steve, Orient need a breakthrough, don't they, at home? They need a little thing to happen for them, perhaps, just to lift the side.
Need a break, certainly, a bit of fortune, but the main thing is not creating much today, are they? They really have got to try and dominate the game and up the tempo. Again, this is a word we use every game down here. But at the moment, they're just simply going through the motions and looking for things to happen rather than trying to make them happen.
Indeed, and it has mixed results against Exeter here in the past. I remember they've dispatched them quite easily, 5-0 before now, and also a few years back, you may remember back in the 4th Division days when Keith Day put Orient ahead, I think 2-1 with about 6 minutes or 5 minutes left on the clock, and by the end of 90 minutes they had completed a bad back pass which saw Exeter's equaliser, and in the last minute they grabbed the winner. Turn the game round with 5 minutes to go from being 2-1 down to a 3-2 victory. But let's carry on with today's game as it runs through Canley. Yes! Cooper! We were just saying Orient needed a break, and Mark Cooper's the man to give them that. Well, equally as with the Exeter goal, the Exeter defence on Orient's goal will be none too happy with their marking, but Cooper, within 5 minutes of Weston's opener, has brought this game back to 1-1.
I think Ken Vasey was disappointed with that. He certainly was in range of that shot, but he was a fraction of a second late getting down to it, wasn't he?
Hendon, and Orient and a bit of problems there. Leyton, nicely done. That's a good pass too from Cooper. Austin just about kept that in play. Bogie under pressure. Oh, that's beautifully done. Now Bogie gets to the line. Can he get across? And he can. It's a good one too. Oh yes! Oh yes! Fine stuff. West on the end of it. Great play by Ian Bogie. And a good ball out of defence. Well, Orient's play warranting that. And a fine start. Strange decision from the referee, but it goes to a Blackpool throw. Up wide it goes now. Blackpool looking for this equaliser as they burst forward. Stopped by Hendon. West. A little short that for Bogie, who's being fouled and gets the free kick. And Orient playing on. The free kick certainly not taken in the right position. Akai. Low ball in! Yes! Oh yes! It's Mark Cooper this time that surely seals Blackpool's fate. Once again, Bogie the architect, Akai the supplier, and the deliverer, Mark Cooper. 71 minutes gone.
Just the goal, just at the right time, and the O's had a good spell there.
Well, I have a feeling that Colin Griffiths played for that one, but has certainly got it. So the free kick in a dangerous position here. Everybody back in a red shirt. Crossed it away for the corner. So the first corner of the match then, it goes to Cardiff City. They're looking to take this quickly. They have done indeed with Richardson. So cross and that's a good one too. Oh, super goal! Oh, a little slow in picking their men up. And really with their first attack, Cardiff have got the lead. A bullet-like header, and really Newell in the Orient goal didn't have a chance to move. Enough. There's a Grew. Takes the free kick. Lofted forward there, knocked down. Good turn there from Bogie. Running wide, finds Carter. Does a little crossing, my goodness me, a punch there from Grew. And they're wobbling at the back, Cardiff here. Carter again. Low cross coming in. Oh yes! What a finish from Mark Cooper.
I think that goal was on the cards, Andy.
Well, it's not unwarranted, it must be said. Orient have done most of the pressing. And Cooper, super shot. 47 minutes gone. Cooper brings this game back to 1-1. Well, it was telegraphed, but it still worked. Hendon's ball then is put away for a corner. But you've got to be happy with some of the football Orient are playing. They really are passing quite well. Let's hope they get the result they so badly need here. As it all goes off again, I'm afraid, away to my right. A chance here, perhaps. Goodness me, it's gone! It's Glenn Cockrell who makes it 2-1. Well, we said he'd got a shot on him, didn't we? And now Orient are going to keep their concentration at the back. Away last week with just 1 point. Let's hope they don't come away with just 1 point from this match. that's a poor one. But it could cause problems, as Steve said, in this wind. Newell flaps it in. It must be a chance. Well, a stop on the line. Penalty. And that's going to be off then. They're appealing that it is head. Well, we hope the video can prove this right, because that was hit like a bullet, and that's going to be a very harsh sending off. And now, from being 2-1 up and coasting, Orient are going to be possibly 2-2 with 10 men. Well, it hit him like a bullet, and well, I don't know, Steve. But did it hit his head or his hand? It was
his chest, to be quite honest.
Well, Dominic Ludden, a sad, lonely figure. As Richardson prepares to take this penalty. So, taken away they can, and people perhaps feel justice has been done. But they've got to keep their cool, Orient, and get this corner away. A red shirt, would it, as Richardson bursts forward now for Cardiff. Now, can the 10 men hang on here? Got to be careful with these challenges. Oh, it's a burst through! It's a goal! It's a goal! Thompson the scorer. And I'm afraid Orient aren't getting anything they deserve from this match. I can't believe it. And their heads are down, but they've got to raise the game now and now keep the point. 5 minutes left. As we said last week, Orient missing a hatful of chances to have buried Cardiff, and so far today Cambridge certainly have missed their chances to already have put this game beyond Orient. But there's another chance here as a cross comes in, but smothered well there by Newell. They may well look back on those shots against the woodwork at the end of this match with great regret. So we shall see as this game progresses. Still 0-0 as West gets his header in. Ball forward, picked up by Gamble. They flick forward. Has it gone too far? No. Ludden did well. Header down! In off of Cockrell. The initial shot back off the woodwork. Cockrell capitalises, in Orient, as we were just saying. They've ridden their luck, have taken the lead. 28 minutes gone. With only their second effort on target. Ludden gets the corner. Well, speaking to Millwall fans last week, they were amazed at the fact that Bogie was allowed to go so cheaply, and the fact that perhaps the one thing missing from his game is shooting. That's something that perhaps they'll work on here at Orient. If you can add that to his repertoire, then there's no reason why he shouldn't be a top-flight player. Oh, that's a bit unlucky, but well, he gets the corner. I thought that came off of Bogie's ankle myself, but no complaints from the Cambridge players. Perhaps it didn't. Near post. Oh dear, that's dangerous. A marvellous shot! Steve Mackay makes it 2-0. Cambridge's inability to deal with that corner cost them dear. Minutes gone. And Cambridge only happy to oblige. This is Claridge, who's I think been Cambridge's best player by far this afternoon, Steve Claridge, but not on that occasion with that pass. Certainly caused Orient a few problems. Bellamy with a good jump. It's offside, no! A chance, Corzini 2-1! And Cambridge right back in this match. "26 minutes gone of this second half. 71 minutes on the clock. Corazini. Foul, free kick to Orient, right on the edge of the box. So perhaps a chance here then. Everybody up for this one. Trevor. Carter. Moving it all around now. Can he get the final delivery in? That's a very loose pass. Hendon. Carter might fancy his chances. Good out! Oh, a tremendous goal! Danny Carter! It needed something special. Peter Eustace. Oh, well, he's almost doing the splits there on the bench. Superb goal. It needed something like that, didn't it? Out of the blue. Steve Francis never had a chance, and Carter marks his return with 2 minutes left on the clock with a goal. And have Orient stolen the points? Well, Orient losing the initiative there. Well, they certainly lost out with that one. Now Humphrey, as he builds for Reading. Oh, a suicide! Oh dear, Terry Howard is punished in the utmost fashion. And really, Orient their own worst enemies from that free kick.
Free kick.
Well, Lovell bags his goal and Reading get their noses in front. 32 minutes gone. Duff and Glenn Cockle, he bursts forward here. Flicks it wide. Carter. First time ball in there. Good chance put away for the corner. Well over by the covering Hopkins.
Best Orient move of the game. That's all down for individual effort by Cockrell there.
And now a substitution, and it may well be what is Peter Eustace going to do, because at the moment Kitchen receiving a treatment, and that's a dodgy decision to take somebody else off if he's going to do that. No, he's not. As we said before, Kitchen, unfortunately for him, will play no further part. So the substitute is substituted, and a resort at the back for Orient. Although they were playing with really a five-man defence, that will go down to four now, surely. As the header comes in! It's in there! It's in there! Well, straight away from that substitution, and it's West who got the touch.
West by an own goal.
As Fetish clears them. Bellamy, Ludden. Well, a little mix up there, both Bellamy and Ludden going for the same ball. Low shot in, it's parried away, it's not away yet, now it is. We'll certainly we'll come back to that in a moment as a cross comes in. Free header, there's a goal! Poor marking from Orient. And the head of Williams has given Hull City the lead But initially, Steve, well, London had that ball covered and Bellamy should have been covering the space.
Yeah, we're disappointed there for the Orient defence there, certainly, and really it's just a start that Orient didn't need. Certainly they had quite a bit of the play in the opening 5 minutes or so. Now they find themselves with 1 goal down.
A deflection there from Carter. Cockrell.
What?
The 1-2 not coming off with West. Now Ludden, a little bit of space to work this ball. Gets a good looking cross in there. Good header! Colin West. For once, West gets good purchase on their header. Going away from Fettis. And it's 1-1. The start Orient were looking for in his second half. 47 minutes gone.
Good to see Dominic Ludden putting that good cross here, putting a space in front of him, as we said. I say that was one of the better crosses we've seen in this game, and it's certainly nice to see Colin West get that goal.
Mayo. Bogie rolls that one out wide to Carter. A little bit under hit with that pass, but enough there to get the corner off of David Mayo. And the pressure switched to the other end. So Barnett with the corner. Well, that's a good flick. Oh yes! A second goal for West. Once again eluding his marker and getting a good header in. 50 minutes gone. 2 goals in 3 minutes for Colin West. And he's on a hat-trick. And that's 5 in 5 for Colin West. That's a good flick. On a chance, must be! Well, there was enough done there by Newell to palm it down. But for a moment it looked as if Hull were about to equalise. But corner. West with the header. Scooped back in there. Hoofed it away by Ludden. Oh, and a real chance. 1-on-1. Gary Barnett. Can he keep his cool? He's done it! He's done it! 3-1. All from Ludden's clearance. Terrible defending. And the ball fell kindly to Barnett, who kept his cool and slid that one past Fettis for Orient's third. 62 minutes gone. And this match has been turned on its head.
Was that a bit of poor finishing by Gary Barnett? It's a situation I think that some players don't cherish.
Reed. Good turn. Well, Benstock rode that challenge well. It goes to the Bradford throw on the far side. But away for another throw. And I can tell you that Lee Sinnott's still in a lot of trouble below us. 5 minutes gone. Bradford's throw on the far side then. Wilson. Little back heel allowing Hurl to get a good cross in there. Newell only half clear. Shot comes in. It's in the back of the net. And Bradford have the lead. Paul Reed, the scorer. And Orient for the second time in 4 days are caught early on in the match. Crossfield ball, will it reach Cooper? No, it won't. Alexander just gets a touch. Well, Williams rather, just gets a touch. I don't know where I picked Alexander out of, but... Bellamy's header. Bogie's got Robson right with him. Well, referee just having some words there. Good shot! Oh, that's a brilliant goal! That is a brilliant goal on Bogie. We've been pleading with him to shoot, haven't we, for weeks? And he's done it with a real blaster that left bowling with no chance. And Orient, out the blue, are back on level terms.
Well, to be honest, it's the goal of the season already, Andy.
44 minutes gone. It couldn't have come at a better time for Orient. Not away yet. And Ludden gets it clear. Well, someone pushed the panic button there in the Orient defence. Header across. Well, Cooper gets it free. Hoyle. Well, that's a poor pass. Could launch Orient onto the counter-attack. Carter. And still. To deflection! It took a deflection, but it doesn't matter. Danny Carter has given Orient the lead. Well, a poor pass, and Orient make Bradford pay the ultimate price. Well, Carter will claim it. It certainly took a deflection from a defender. On a crowd today round about the 5,000 mark, which is not too bad. Hefty contingent have come down from Burnley. There have been some good matches between these two sides over the years. And of course we'll all remember that match up at Burnley when Burnley had to win to stay in the league and Orient needed to win to get into the playoffs. And Burnley now a much remember 2-0 win as they get a shot and score! Stood wide of Newell, and Burnley have taken the lead. And for the 5th successive match, Orient find themselves trailing this time to Gary Parkinson's low shot. Goal kick. Good jump by Phyllis Kirk. Cooper goes down in a heap, but no free kick. Bogie. That's a nice pass from Danny Benstock. Hendon. Oh, he fakes a good pass there, Hendon. Now, can he finish? No, he's been dragged wide. But chips a good cross in. Bogie with a header! Oh, that is a superb goal! That is a superb goal from Leyton Orient. Good ball from Benstock. Great fake, great run from Hendon. And a deft header that left Beresford stranded from Ian Bogie. And Orient are back on level terms. For the second week, it's Bogie who gets them there. 57 minutes on the clock.
Phil Mark said the 3 Orient players, especially we had Benstock, who done a back heel similar to Ian Bogie. There's some movement here. That's a good ball.
Well, it was a good pass from Benstock, who's trying to make the most of his opportunity, as we said last week, back in the first team. So an Orient corner, Steve.
Yeah, some disconcerting movements in that Burnley defence. They're a bit unsettled at the moment.
So another corner. When Orient decided who's going to take it, that is. I think Bogie moves across for this one.
Well, the corner figure 7-2 in Orient's favour. They've got to make the most of these corners they're getting. At the moment, most of them have really been ineffective, unfortunately. They've all been to near post as well.
Oh, it's a good ball. Back in! Not away yet. Good shot! And Danny Carter turns the match on its head. Ben Stock, the creator. And the final delivery made from Danny Carter. And this match turned round, and Orient are making a habit of this. 2-1 the lead, 62 minutes gone, 2 and 5 minutes. Now, can they go for the throat?
Another one.
It looks to be a foul on Cooper, nothing given this time. Bogie, that went just behind Mark Cooper. Cockrell bravely in, and it was a brave challenge too. Bogie, good little track back, he's enjoying the support of the crowd. Oh, that's beautifully done. Across, finish, oh yes! Oh yes! What a good bit of work from Bogie. Putney makes Burnley pay, and they're being cut to shreds in this second half. Orient bringing out the best of their football in this second half, and Burnley at the moment just don't have a reply. 66 minutes gone, 3-1. Calm down, say the bench.
Ian Bogie beating Frank.
Crossfield ball is a good one. Barnett. That's not a good ball in, but Ben Stock retrieves a chance perhaps for the cross. Austin. And that's 2-0 to keeper, surely. Indeed it is. A few words being exchanged between Cooper and Nichols. Oh, a good run this by Bogie, a chance too. What a brilliant goal! What a brilliant goal, Ian Bogie! Goodness me, well, the defence opened up, and Bogie only too happy to oblige with a thunderous shot past Nichols, and Orient have the lead. It's something that the FA have got to clear up. You're either in an offside position or you're not. But Orient, having said that, took full advantage. As the cross comes in, headed away there by Coonan. Low ball in. Corner ball. Well, Cooper certainly putting himself about in his opening few minutes.
There's already a duel there between Nichols in goal, but then Van Cooper's coming out on top.
Well, Dr. Scroat, as he likes to be called. Certainly appreciated your comments, Steve. They look like Dr. Scroat, but well, the surgery is certainly open today, and it's Plymouth who need an operation at the moment, and they're 1-0 down. Orient have a corner with Bogie. Oh, it's a good flick on! Good save! But the punishment is severe. It's Danny Carter. 2-0. 9 minutes gone. A nightmare start this for Argyle. And Orient off to a flyer.
The thing is, they've got to keep it up now. 2-0 isn't enough at this stage of the game, is it?
Surely. Well, I think Cooper would have been offside there, Steve.
That's what I think. Certainly the Plymouth defence on the knife edge here. There's a couple of decisions going their way at the moment, but they're pretty close.
Putney clears. Free kick. So it's a little bit more open this half, it must be said. Now, can Plymouth get themselves back in the match? They have a good chance here. Free kick in a very good position, floated in there. Oh! Goes for the corner.
Barnett's pushing up. Close to the halfway line.
Another corner. Good header. Yes. Castle with a header. He climbed the lowest. Blows a kiss to the Orient fans and gets his 18th of the season and has Plymouth back in this match. Austin's header. Out of play though for a Brentford throw then on the far side. So Austin with the header. Statham. Harvey. That's a good cross. Oh yes! It was a good cross. Orient didn't pick up their man. And Allen has put Brentford in front. The goal out of the blue for Brentford. Pinpoint accuracy from Lee Harvey. We'll find out. An hour gone. Ludden, has he pushed it too far? He was taken down, but he recovers well. Well, he gets inside the corner. Good work from Ludden.
He done well. It took 3 Brentford players to finally get the ball off him, and in the end it ended up in the corner. They've got to make the most of this, Orient.
There's a chance. Must be! Yes! Gary Barnett, 1-1.
Well, thank you.
Well, Stephen put him to be substituted. I don't think he will be now, but 61 minutes gone. And we just said, didn't we, how expensive that Allen miss might prove to be, and within 6. So an Orient free kick then. This is Thomas. Gets inside the throw. That's a good flick on there now. Can Carter Tony can't. Chance for the new boy! He's got it! Martin Thomas marks his debut here with a goal.
12 minutes.
12 minutes gone.
I was just thinking that earlier in this game that quite often when Orient players make their debut, whether it's on loan or with a full pro here, they often score in their debuts. It's amazing, that. Another one.
Well, I can tell you now, Steve, on your home debut, Glenn Cocker, of course, came from Southampton, scored on his home debut. Also, Steve Baker came from Southampton and scored on his home debut. So that's true. I don't know about Ian Juriev. I'm not too sure with that one.
Ian Bogie.
Newell clears. That's a good little knock forward. Eghart. Got 2 right with him. Carter can only clear to Morgan. Morgan square. Bedrosian time. Chance for first time cross, and a chance. It's gone in. It's gone in. Herrera will get the credit. I'm not sure. Partly due to didn't get a touch. But Orient a little static. Irara gets the goal and Fulham are back on level terms. Irara. That was good pressure from Putney, wasn't it? Ball play forward, and I don't think we're going to see much more of Danny Carter, which would be a great shame. He's certainly been Orient's man of the match, unless he can walk this off. Good work. Well, really, Ludden should have pushed up faster there from fullback and made a good run and allowed the crossfield pass. But burst forward, Carter has wriggled free with a good goal! What about that? He ran it off, and didn't he finish that one well? Danny Carter, splendid effort. Orient regained the lead. Means Thomas is switching to a full-back position.
Carter dropping into midfield again. First player up front,
Straight away, Pearce in the action. He's hoofed it away. Pearce penalised. Oh, it's a mistake there. Chance goal! Farrell equalises. Once again a mistake from the Orient defence, and they're punished. 2-2. Oh, for Carter to control, he did well. Oh, and it just ran away there. A chance for Benstock perhaps. Driven across, lobbed back in. A chance here. A real chance. And away for the corner. And for the first time tonight, Orient putting half a dozen passes together. So an Orient corner. As flicks on a chance. Cooper has done it! Cooper has done it!
He's mightily relieved that that man Cooper scores again against Wrexham.
So Orient finally break the deadlock in this match that looked like it had 0-0 written all over it. And it could bounce kindly. No, in fact it goes all the way through to Marriott. Quick clearance from him, up towards Watkin. Percy's header. Ludden does a simple thing, puts it away for a throw, then down to our left as we look. With Williams.
Time.
That's a good looking cross. Not away yet. Puts up inside here by Thomas. Thomas does well. Not a bad effort. Must be! Well, just as well it went in there for the Wrexham defender, because that would have been off.
4 marks to Thomas.
Good work by Thomas to make that goal. Ludden with the header, just onside was Cooper, but it's too far in front of him. as Marriott clears. Connolly. That's a pretty poor effort. Picked up though now by Kelly. That's a good turn. Oh, that's suspicious, and I don't blame the referee for doing it. Certainly looks a penalty from here, Steve.
That was bad news as far as Orient's defence was concerned. First of all, they let Gary Bennett turn, didn't they, very easily. And then a direct run and goal with two Orient players chasing after him, and both of them diving in for the foul.
So Bennett, goal scorer supreme for Wrexham against Newell. Goal, and I'm not too sure, there wasn't about 6 people in the box when that went in the back of the net. But the goal stands. Well, Newell displays his footballing skill, and Orient get the offside decision. Connolly now, can he get his cross in? He can. Look at that, marking, goodness me, 2 against 1 at the back, and Wrexham are back on level terms. 1 defender against 2 Wrexham players, and it really was simplicity itself, wasn't it?
Give Orient a tough match, but Gio's just got to batten down the hatches a little bit at times and just make sure they mark all their markers very tightly.
Ball in there from Cross. Little dummy there from Lowe. Gets inside the corner. 20 minutes gone. Oh, look at that. Once again, schoolboy marking. It seems to happen every week, doesn't it? And it's Vale who get the lead. So Martin Foyle with a header. And I doubt he'll get a simpler goal all season. And that's Glover. West, can he turn? Well, they're going to get the free kick, isn't he? Yes. Certainly a bit of ankle tapping going on. So a chance here for Orient, but a set piece. Bogie perhaps will look to loop this one over the wall. Look to get a bit of Louis on this free kick. Embedded inside that far post. 32 minutes gone on the clock. That's a good effort. Oh, yes. Martin Thomas brings Orient back to 1-1. Musselwhite will feel perhaps he was a little flat-footed. He certainly didn't move for that.
The wall was suspect there, that ball didn't swerve at all, did it?
Oh. Low. Shot those crosses cannoned away for a throw. Once again, Neil Aspin up to take this one. Taken quickly.
Whoops.
That's a good little layoff. Low again with a low ball in. Goodness me, Orient. Their marking is all over the shop again. Foyle gets his second. And really, if you're going to defend like that, I'm afraid you deserve it. So Foyle scores on 43 minutes. Just that myself, yes. Strange to see. Here comes Bogie. West shot is away for a corner.
Make one of these chances count, Andy. You've been chances at a premium here against a side like Port Vale.
Well, Bogie with the corner, near post. Good header up. Chance, got away! Mark Cooper has done it. Now can Orient this time turn it round? For the second time they've got themselves back in this match. 55 minutes gone. 2-2. Chance for a shot. Cannon down. Kent. Can he get his crossing? He can. But Newell smothers that one to the floor. West's header, Aspin. Kent avoided the challenge well. Oh, that's a lovely pass. That's a hat-trick, and that is a hat-trick for Martin Foyle. It's a lovely pass that left the defence completely split open. Steve Jenkins.
Well, another bad mistake by Orient there. Really, Paul Newell had no chance, and once again the O's have considered a goal of their own making.
On ball again towards West, who jumped very well, and it could fall kindly. Bogie chose not to shoot. Barnett chips one in. Oh, handball! That's a penalty, definitely. And a free gift for Orient. Absolutely senseless handball. Well, I can't believe he did it, and I don't think his teammates can either. So a chance, and West, who, as we said before, has probably hit the worst two penalties I've ever seen, is going to have a go. He reckons it's the only two he's ever missed. Can he put it right? Third time lucky. This time he gets good partition on the ball, and Orient had the lead. 19 minutes gone. Well, I'll tell you what, I bet Colin West's heart was in his mouth as he stepped up for that. Well, a cross coming in, dangerous looking one too. West went down. Good recovery from... Wasn't it Jeff? Oh, goal! I was going to say, good recovery from Cockrell. But an own goal, but West will get the credit. .65 minutes gone, and a very lucky ITV cameraman has just mended his game there as well.
The O's mustn't ease off here. This is crucial.
And a good burst through here. Chance two for a shot, and he gets the free kick in a very dangerous position, it must be said.
With his trumpet.
So a Swansea free kick. So Cornforth and Claude stand over this. Oh, it's gone straight in. Really, well, Newell wasn't more than, 2 foot away from that and could only watch it. And this match back in the balance. Ludden has had a fine game. Has got a chance for Ludden. He's done it! Dominic Ludden! Has he put Orient in the semi-final? So a real chance now for Orient. So a lot at stake. Both sides will be taking this really seriously. A big money prize, a place at Wembley as a cross comes in, headed down, a real chance. It's gone in! It's gone in. It's the opening goal of the match already. And Swansea have taken the lead. A little flick with the outside of the boot, and Sean Chappell has given the Welshman the lead.
Lack of movement up front again, Andy.
Oh, that's under hit. Lifted forward again. Bellamy behind this for Orient. Oh, and that could be it. That could be it. An absolutely disastrous start to this match for Orient. And already Swansea have opened a 2-goal gap. They're going for a replay. But already you have to really put in perspective that Gravesend have played, had to win 5 ties to make it this far from the preliminary rounds through the 4 qualifying rounds. That's a poor ball. And a chance here, a really good chance if they can use this ball well. Alathorne's ball in, a good header! Oh, a terrific goal! A terrific goal! What a good header, and Gravesend are in the lead, I can't believe it. They've gone absolutely crazy, but that was a brilliant goal, a good cross, a flying header. And really, it's that man Podway, isn't it? What a good header. And it's all from that poor ball from Leyton. And the non-leaguers are in front, and a goal of real quality, Steve Jenkins.
Certainly was. Brilliant header, excellent cross. Seems so simple.
Leyton goes down, free kick. Now these are vital moments at Gravesend. They have a man down in some trouble, it must be said. But these are vital moments for the non-leaguers. They've got to keep their cool and try to get into half-time with this lead. Well, it's one of the best goals I've seen this season, I've got to say that. It's got to be fair, where fair's due. It was a poor ball from Leyton, but what a good cross and what a fantastic flying header that was. Now for Orient, they've got to try and claw their way back into this one. A long way to go. We did say before that the Welling tie, they were behind for so long.
There's got to be a shot here, surely.
But a chance here for a shot. Vital moments these for Welling, for Gravesend rather. The referee wanting this ball back to full 10 yards now. 5 minutes to go to half time. Good goal! Good goal, Barry Leyton. Well, the villain-turned hero, Barry Leyton, and 2 fine goals in the space of 2 minutes, and Orient are back level. It's just what we said, that Gravesend had to keep their cool, but a fine shot from Leyton. And he made... Orioles free kick. It's gone for a throw. Just down to our left as we look. Akai inside. Leyton. Harriet. Ryan's cross. Chance here. Good shot and a good save too from Turner. Cooper it was carrying the shot in. Another corner. Quarter of an hour left. Corner comes over.
Another one.
Another corner again. That rain really teeming down across the field now. Put it up! Oh yes! Oh yes! Warren Hackett. 75 minutes gone and Hackett saves Orient's blushes. They're 2-1 in front. For you to enjoy, I'm sure you'll agree, including our goal of the season winner eventually from Ian Bogie against Plymouth Argyle. But overall, Steve, it must be said, a disappointing season for Orient and their supporters.
Yeah, I mean, the season started a bit cautiously in effect, because quite a few of the senior players at the start of the season had to be sold or moved on for various reasons, and that meant that most of the supporters that come down here were wondering how the season was going to unfold. In fact, Orient didn't get off to that bad a start, but throughout the first half of the season, although there was getting quite a few positive results, their football wasn't as attractive as what we've come to expect down here at Brisbane Road. And really, I suppose, we was always on a knife edge with the fact that our away form never really picked up throughout the season. And obviously, as the season progressed, a few bad results away from home kept us under a fair bit of pressure at home, having to get the positive result. And unfortunately, around the Christmas time, things started to go a bit astray.
We did really. And that away form, Steve, once again, it must be said, is far from satisfactory. For what reason? Can you put your finger on it? I mean, obviously Peter Eustace couldn't.
Well, almost 12 months ago, we was here doing the interview for the previous highlights of the season tape, and Peter Eustace was very concerned and determined at the time to try and improve on the dismal away form that the O's have had labelled around their neck for quite a few years. Ever since I've been coming down here now, which is almost 25 years, they've always had this problem of getting a consistently good away form. They've even gone to some really struggling sides in the division, and even teams below them in lower divisions in cup matches, and at times struggled. And really, you've got to put it down perhaps to psychological problems. But there again, if you figure that quite a few new players come into a side, perhaps all at the same time, it rubs off on them as well. We can't fathom it out. Perhaps it then reflects onto the management of the team, when you work out that there hasn't been that many managerial changes at the Orient in recent years, and perhaps the club gets entrenched in a certain way of playing away from home, and they might start off hoping to contain the opposition and perhaps nick an early goal and settle back. If they fall behind early on, they're always going to be struggling to try and get the points in the bag.
On a brighter note, Steve, obviously the acquisition of Glenn Cockrell and Ian Bogie too was a good plus for the club this season, wasn't it?
It was. Very, very impressed with the signings of Ian Bogie and Glenn Cockrell. They both came about at the same time, I believe, and all the supporters were thinking it'd be one or the other, but managed to get both, so that was very good. Also, Trevor Putney, I think, potentially has got so much to give the club. He's been hampered very badly with injuries, as has Glenn Cockrell throughout most of the time he's spent with us here so far, and really that has got to be another major factor why the O's have struggled in the second half of this season. The management here found it very hard to play their strongest side, and it always seemed to happen at the worst time playing against some of the strongest sides in the division down here at Brisbane Road with almost a patchwork side. But you really can't fault the players that he put out, Mr. Eustace put out at the time to do a job for the Orient, but at times really tactically they was a bit naive.
Well, I think it was revealed really we didn't have the strength in depth that perhaps at the time they thought they had. But overall, as we said, a very, very disappointing season for Orient. One that ultimately cost Peter Eustace his job. Whether that was to do with the team's performance or perhaps something off the field, I'm afraid none of us know. But the end result, that Peter Eustace, of course, departed, and John Sitton and Chris Turner, Steve, left in charge, at least as we know, till the end of this season.
Yeah, I mean, the Orient supporters this season, who normally suffer quite a few different emotions, had it all in one season. To say at the start of the first half of the season, and in fact, up to I suppose February time, we was looking to build on a possible promotion push. In fact, up to 8 weeks ago, we didn't have a chance of possible playoff place and really pushing for it. And then those two bad results away to Barnet and Hartlepool really started a very bad run. And I think the recent win here against Swansea was our first win in 13 games, which was a very poor record indeed. And from 8 weeks ago, pushing for a possible promotion place into trying to fight off relegation at the end. And really, the emotion suffered by the Orient fans here had been total extreme, from hope and happiness down to despair and gloom. And really, at the end there, it got a bit heavy going, and I'm sure, heart of hearts, John Sitton and Chris Turner could have done without that added pressure at the end there. But full marks to the lads. They've got the results they needed to secure second division football here at Brisbane Road next season, and I'm sure that the club in general will be looking to push on most positively. We obviously got the factor coming on with the new grand developments here, with the prospects of the new stadium being built, and that's always something perhaps which can tend to distract the club from where its main priority is the players and the playing staff and the management. That's got to be right. And that's going to attract the fans down here before any other building work or development is done, which obviously is an added bonus, which has got to happen, but it'll all take time.
Well, as we said, last season, or this season rather, will be the last season that the stadium is as it is now. If everything goes according to plan, at the end of next season, the stand behind the goal there will be knocked down and building work will commence. But a new appointment will be made, either Chris Turner and John Sitton, or a new manager will be coming in, and perhaps dawn of a new era here, Steve, for Leyton Orient.
Yeah, well, it's going to be exciting times ahead, whatever happens. Whenever managerial changes are made, it's almost a boost in some way to the fans that something different may come along. And we've touched on this a few minutes ago, the fact that the attractive football wasn't there this season in a majority of the games, and certainly the away form throughout the season has been very poor indeed, and really we ought to try and improve on that. But we'll have to wait and see, Andy. Really, it's a couple of months now of consolidation before we start our next season, away we go.
Well, that's it for this season. As we said, overall, it must be said, a disappointing season for Orient and their supporters. Let's hope next year it goes a bit better. Enjoy the tape. Well, we hope you enjoyed all those goals, including that special one from Ian Bogie. From Steve and myself, till next season, goodbye.